Ramp it up today. That is what is going to happen for you in today's episode. Let's go ahead and break down mono green ramp. So thank you for tuning in as always. Today we're checking out another featured list here on Magic's website, a platinum to mythic deck list, and one of an off kind of a meta one right now in terms of mono green ramp. So down below you'll find the timestamps as I walk through the strategy objective of this list. We'll also go into boarding for you in best of 3. We'll play that competitive Magic in both best of 1 and best of 3 here as we begin to close out this season, and look forward to Eldraine as always. Now with that said, questions, comments, let me know. Come swing by the Discord server, say hello, and other great ways to support the channel down below. All right, so here's what we got going on. Mono green ramp. So a couple key things about this one. A little bit slower. Yes, that is correct. However, the payoff is good and glorious. So the big things here really is Azuzas, so you get an opportunity to play an additional land lower, Loam Speaker here, add 1 mana of any color. You can also use your lands to become a 3/3 elemental with haste till end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery though, so unfortunately you're not going to be able to use this in defense because again, activate only as a sorcery. Now the fun one here though is Awake in the Woods. So if you've seen some of the other Simic lists that we've done in the past, this one's pretty awesome. Create X/1/1 green dryad, forest dryad, land creature tokens. Again, land creature, that's again for the other video, check that out. Nonetheless, I love this card. On top of that though, we got Jugan defends the temple. So again, create a 1/1 here, tribute to the world tree. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. So now we get big stuff, we get card gain. Additionally, whenever otherwise put 2+1/+1 counters on it. So you have this in play, you drop Awake in the Woods, and boom, you get a lot of 3/3s. We have Ulvenwald Oddity. Now, this thing is a monster. It literally is a beast horror monster. So it should say monster, but nonetheless, it's got trample and haste, and it can become a very, very large creature, giving other creatures you control +1/+1 and have trample and haste. Now, a couple other cool cards in here. We do have Invoke the Ancients. This thing was pretty sweet. Giving you 2 4/5 green spirit creatures tokens for each of them. Put your choice vigilance, reach, trample on them, that kind of a thing. We have Titiana's Command. Exile target player's graveyard. You gain 1 for each card exiled this way. So it's a great way to gain health back. Search your library for up to 2 cards. Put them on the battlefield. Battlefield tap, then shuffle. So very powerful to go dig and find an answer. We got lots of answers here. Should we get to 6, create tokens and put 2+1/+1s counters on each creature you control. So lots of very powerful things here at the top end. And don't forget Nissa Ascended Animist, and it is completed. Yes, that is correct. So the whole idea, again, a little bit slow, but once we really get there, we can drop so much value. That is the name of this particular game, mono green ramp. Now, we would say this is a late game list. Obviously, can pivot down to a mid-range. Actually, mid-range is this way. We call it shift left. That mid-range will help you, right? But we're going to take a pretty bad beating early game, potentially, depending on what we run into. So keep those things in mind. Now, that is the strategy objective of this particular list. Let's go ahead and talk about boarding against aggro mid-range late game. So really what you want to do against aggro is you really got to downshift, making sure you got a bunch of low-level creatures, responses early on. Things like Bushwhack are not necessarily going to help us, but they can when you have target creature fights, target creature you don't control. You can kind of protect your board. But the other things in here is definitely Fang of this guy, Shigeki. This guy is awesome. This is going to really slow down your opponents. Now, again, Bushwhack paired with this is even better. Now, Haywire Might's also very good. When this thing dies, you gain 2 life, and you can exile it and target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. And then last but not least, we do have Atrax's Fall. Destroy target artifact, battle, enchantment, or creature with flying. So as you can see, you shift down pretty hard from your top end into these to give you more survivability against your opponents. This really helps with Selesnya Enchantments list, as an example. Now, in terms of mid-range, we're pretty much right there for your mid-range. Again, things that you might want to consider depending on what they're playing. We got some answers to that. And then additionally, late game, you may even want to try and go even faster on that. Really going to depend on how you want to play, but certainly you can play around nonetheless. You're definitely not going to need Bushwhack necessarily. So I love saying that. So those are a lot of the key ways to board against aggro, mid-range, and late game. Again, really creature-oriented. Not a lot of creatures in the mid-range. Or not, figure it out. And late game, either downshifting or taking the risk on playing around your opponents and what they are playing in terms of board wipes and those kinds of things. Essentially, it's going to be a race. Good news about a race is Ulvenwald has haste and hits hard. So, all right, that is the strategy objectivist list, plus aggro, mid-range, and late game for boarding. Let's go ahead and play some competitive Magic. By the way, I've been waiting a while to play this one. I did go ahead and craft a couple of these cards that were missing for me in Mythic. So do not let me down today, Mono Green Ramp. All right, let's go ahead. Now, thank you as always. We do have a swag store you can check out if you'd like a hat, mug, glass, whatever. Always new stuff in there, so check that out. Other great ways to support the channel and memberships, all that fun jazz. All right, we go first. Helpful, not helpful is we don't have a 2-drop. We're going to play it though. Could be a mistake. This person could be very fast. I love the sleeves, always. Let's see what they're going to do. We'll find out shortly. May hurt, may not. Hey, look at that. They got a tree. We should have a tree like this guy over here. All right. Ooh, Selesnya. Maybe we'll be okay. I don't know. Question is, do we play this first? Oh, it's an enchantment list. We can maybe take our time. Not too sweet, but sweet enough. We'll see. Slow enough. Could work. This. I don't know what we want to go grab. We'll have to figure that one out. Don't have any fight cards. We need really big stuff. This thing here is very, very big. And we can destroy target artifact or enchantment, which is really nice. Now, we're going to have to do this fast enough so we don't get totally burned. We may run into a problem here, though. 8. It's not quite there yet. Ooh, we could definitely play this and get some real big stuff real fast. So this is a better play. It's a double trigger. If they want to blow their board, probably worth a block, by the way. Now we could double block here if we wanted. And again, whenever Calyx or an enchanted creature you control deals combat damage, you may create a token that is a copy. So let's block with 1. We'll keep 1 up. Double hit. Probably Spirited Companion. Lots of draws, lots of tokens. Unfortunately, we don't have a wipe. All right, so now we could play this. We could also go down for 5. Got 5. I think we do it. I think we go 5. I'm gonna pay all the way across. They're probably going to be just fine in terms of getting by here. Ooh, not enough. Not enough. We did get to see some nice ramp. Now, regardless, though, not much we really could have done here. We needed, in this situation, this is where you downshift into a lot of the sideboard cards. We take away a lot of that top end. The fight cards, the death touch, a lot of this stuff really would have slowed down our opponent. However, nonetheless, very, very happy because you guys see a lot of the key components of this list very quickly here in our first match. Hopefully our best of 3 goes a little bit better here. We will block here because we like to chump. And that, my friends, is game. All right, we're going to move into our best of 3. So far, crafting, yes, I'm okay with that because we got to see a good, quick one-on-one. All right, let's go ahead and move over. Standard best of 3. There we go. Question is, what do we hit here? Water Saint. All right, we'll stick with it because we got this. That I really like because that gives us the life gain too. A lot of people forget that. And transformed. Ooh. So this will be a good matchup for us. Fast matchup again. We really need to get big hit here. Ooh, they're going to the face. They're going hard. All right. So here we go. We can do this. Let's go for 2. There we are. Let's see if they go to the face again. Ooh, they're really going out. I could block 1, 2. That gives them 4, 6, 12. Not 12. 6, 8. Leaves me at 5. I'm actually gonna let that hit. So the way this thing works is whenever it attacks or becomes blocked on tap, we can do this completed for 5 and get some really, really big stuff. Or we can do some other big things here. We can get a lot of blockers. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we can go with 4 here. Make a ton of stuff. Now 5 is running a pretty good risk here. They can go over the top where they want to. We can block on a few spots. Again, literally that flying is going to be a problem for us. Now we can give them 3 cards. I don't want to lose those. It's a bad risk. We're going to take the bad risk right now. All they need to do is get their 3 burn, which they did not get. They got play with fire. Now this one helps. So we can do the transform. We're not going to be able to go over the top. If we drop this thing, it's not big enough yet. Ooh, do we have any big counters across the board? We don't. We could play this. So this will work. Down 7. And trample. It's going to be close. They didn't take the burn. Oh, no, we need to do this. So we'll see if we can turn it around. It's going to be close.
All will be joined in symbiosis. Tell the Gatewatch I'm sorry. You can't resist the inevitable.
There we go. Never mind. I lied. Because all these count as for us. I lied. Yeah, and that's why those things matter. Yes! All right. So we got that one resolved. Reach, we do have to keep those in there. What works well, again, gain 2 life, exile target non-creature artifact. Gives us some block if we need it. All these going down really help just to slow this stuff down. We're going to want to keep these. Draws nice. I'm actually going to drop this thing. Oh, let's see here. It does have flying though. I'm going to drop this guy. We want these. These can get dropped. Even though the dig is always beautiful. We want to keep some draw. And let's drop one of those. And one of these. There we go. So again, shifting the situation here to being a little bit more aggressive. And surviving. Oh, that felt good. 13 13s, 11s 11s. We made the risk paid off. Now we could have blocked with 1. Would have got 1 draw. But we didn't know what was going to happen. We took the risk. Risk paid off. They would have burned us. We couldn't have been able to do that. All right, we'll keep this. So we got this thing. Burn. There they go. Lots of damage out of the gate. Ooh, missed a land drop though. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it does slow us down. To be fair, it does. It does, and we don't have any of our low stuff, which is too bad. Down to 7. There we go. Now, if they don't get me here, it will be a little bit trickier for them. We'll see. If it is lethal, though, they're good. It's not quite lethal. So we'll gain some life back here. We will play our Ancient. Choose one. Go Reach. Choose another one. Vigilance. There we go. We don't need Trample yet. So we block here. And we block there. Gives them 4. Now again, do we get what we want? We got enough on the counter. That's 8. So that's 1. How many lands? Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not enough, my friends. It's not enough.
You will listen to the will. Forgive me.
Not enough.
Harness the power of unity.
Bomber. Bomber, bomber, bomber. Didn't matter. Did not matter. It was a good match nonetheless.
Professional at saving this drive, but let's bring things up to a simmer.
We should have had that one, by the way. Very, very unlucky. I'm still very happy, though, with what we've hit. And that one, again, we were not on the play. Now we get the play. And hopefully we can get some of these smaller 1/1 bodies. We'll see. All right. Worked out fine. Water synced. Let us see. Making me sweat it out. Using the full time. Oh, man. It's all right. There we go. All right. They're back. I'll play first. Oh. We're going to keep it because we have this one. Exactly. And because they have this. It's really, really not a great start, though. We'll hold it up. They have to go over the top on everything here. Which they have. And we get another land. Oh. Oh, the flood. The flood. Now here's where you burn the Fang, by the way. Didn't do it yet. They gotta have it if they got the Swift Sphere out. Ooh, it's tricky. I'm gonna do that one. It's not gonna be enough for us, unfortunately. Three, we block there. 5, 6. We're gonna give it to them. We're not coming back. Oh, horrible, horrible, horrible third match there for us. Just flooded. Now, to be fair, I did take the risk and said, let's give it a try because we had the one and hope it's not a strategy. We were hoping that we would get something playable outside that, which it did not happen. So, however, nonetheless, really had some fun with this list. Something different. We held up against mono red, which I'm very happy with. A little problem there on that back half, which happens because it's Magic. So with that, hope you enjoyed today's episode. Really did enjoy this. Glad I crafted the missing mythics regardless. And I hope you enjoyed the episode, like I said. So if you got a question, if you got a comment, do let me know because I'd love to hear from you. On top of that, come swing by the Discord server and say hello. Great community there, so thank you to everyone for that always. And thank you for tuning in today. Appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs. On top of that, we got memberships, all kinds of stuff, something for everyone. Great ways to stay connected down below and other great ways to support the channel and stay in the know. So with that, enjoy. Looking forward to Eldraine. Looking forward to more Magic for you as always. We got a ton of great stuff here all the time. So with that, we'll see you soon. May you not get flooded, even though you have a ramp list like me. But it does hold up against mono red. So great. All right. We'll see you soon. Take care.